This is Madden 19. I'm the coach.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Atlanta Falcons. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now a play fake here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? It creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with third and just a couple.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Gun! 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 Gun!
On third and 2, Knight dancing to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
Seven consonants, one vowel. Here's Juszczyk. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And that's a nice gain by him on first down, picking up some key yardage.
Second down, they'll run with Gordon. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. The numbers a week ago for Melvin Gordon. 9 carries, 90 yards, and a touchdown.
And that's just not enough carries for a running back to get loose and really feel like he's into the game, because they have to have enough volume to establish a rhythm, not just for themselves, but also to get in sync with their offensive line so they can read the blocks properly and they can execute them. I expect them to get a minimum of 15.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one, out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. A big welcome back carry for David Johnson, who almost missed all of last year. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level, that's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to. I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. It's 3rd and long for Brissett. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really...
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Lorenzo Malden in there to drop him for a loss on the play.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up, and he fires one that's intercepted. Rookie Derwin James with a pick, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Touchdown, Falcons! David Johnson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
All right, now, look at 56.
To throw on 2nd down, Knight. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First grab for Fitzgerald. He's got a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They go play action here on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's got this down to the 35. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Knight. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Lorenzo Malden in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his leg.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down, makes it manageable now.
From the gun on third down, Knight. Over the middle here to Brown. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys are in for 6. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals. All right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
Encroachment, defense.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Come on, let's go! Try 38! Try 38!
Off the play fake, here's Brissett. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Come on, let's go! What? 90!
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we've got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Underneath for Johnson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 15 and a first.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Toward the center of field, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Here we go. 190. 190. Hey.
Throwing again, Brissett on 2nd and 10. And he'll find his rookie tight end. It's Hayden Hurst. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Ohio. Ohio. Come on, let's go. 190. 190.
Brissett to throw on first. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it, now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence. When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. That is incomplete. The intended receiver was David Johnson, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. His kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or can you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Throwing on first down. Knight. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. On first down, Knight being chased out left. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Detroit!
On first and 10, Knight, wide open receiver, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one.
Detroit!
Looking to throw on second down. Knight, and he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Will tie as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. 14 seconds, all that's left of this first half as they come up on first down.
Let's go. What? 90.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
Brissett on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Johnson. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it a second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Come on, let's go. What? 90. What? 90.
They'll throw now on the final play. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. So we have reached halftime here with a visiting Cowboy. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Let's go. What? 90.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
So this is what I'm looking for here about how this drive just started.
Disjointed?
I'll go with that one. I mean, think about it. First down, took a bad loss on a running play. Take the sack on 2nd down. Now they got to come up with something big here on 3rd.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Knight looking deep for Gabriel. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kayvon Webster. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
On 1st and 10 with Sam. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a first and goal.
What we're seeing from the defense here is a group of guys bearing down, trying to help out their quarterback after he threw an interception. Good stops on the first 2 downs. It brings up a key third down.
Now Johnson. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Brissett now on second down. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Hayden Hurst, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Well, they tried to get 2. And ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. And now here come the Cowboys. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
To throw on second down. Knight. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And here now come the Falcons. They go play action with Brissett. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Here we go. What? Nothing. What? Nothing.
Second down, Brissett. Throw right side taken in by Pettis. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. The Falcons on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 14.
Come on, let's go. What? Nothing. What? Nothing.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a blitz coming, and down he goes. Levante David leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. So they really needed points here in a two-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
No, check. Patriot! Gun!
Looking to throw on second down. Knight buying time to his left. And he'll go down at the 28. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. The Cowboys on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now they'll pitch it out. This is Gordon. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
And Gano's kick is right through. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
A first down throw for Brissett. His throw incomplete. DRC, Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie getting in there to break it up. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Come on, let's go. 90.
A second down throw for Brissett. He goes underneath for Yeldon. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Here we go. Red 38. Red 38.
First down, Brissett. And it's brought in by Eric Decker. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency. Again, it's Brissett. And he's got Decker, left side. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. And in the air once more, it's Brissett. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. They'll throw again. Brissett. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Dante Pettis, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons cut into that lead. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
And the Cowboys are able to recover. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. Oh, the spin. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. As the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And the Falcons going to use another timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. On the quick handoff, it's Juszczyk. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. This is where, 4th quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
And Gano's kick is right through. And that will bump the lead up to 11. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. Brissett. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Decker, the intended receiver. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Cowboys, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And now they'll